All new at 6. Coming off a destructive hurricane season, Hillsborough County is offering some advice as people prepare for this season.
And that includes some of the challenges created by storm surge for boaters and drivers with electric vehicles. 10 Tampa Bay's Eric Glasser shows us the tips that can protect us, your property, and your family, no matter where you live.
On the water and on land, Hurricanes Helene and Milton brought expensive lessons. And now, just ahead of peak hurricane season, Hillsborough Fire Rescue is sharing important advice.
I think it was our turn, and as a result, we're trying to capitalize on the lessons that we've learned.
Fire rescue workers recorded at least 64 lithium battery fires after Helene, with electric vehicles responsible for 17 of those incidents. Scooters, e-bikes, hoverboards, and golf carts were also involved. Rescue workers say adding EVs to your hurricane evacuation plan is now essential. Consider moving them to higher ground, like a public garage.
There you could park on the elevated floors away from the elements, and at least the vehicle will be available to you after the storm event passes.
The big lesson around here is that it can happen, and it will happen again.
The county is also advising boat owners when it comes to painful lessons learned from the storm surge. Dozens of vessels floating off their lifts located days after drifting or piled up on shore. Now, they say, is the time to formulate a plan to move that boat away from shore to higher, drier ground, or contract someone to take care of it.
Find a storage lot that can hold a boat on the trailer if you don't have anywhere to put that boat on the trailer. There's a lot of different options out there, but now is the time to find what option works best for you.
Hillsborough County says it's putting these advice sessions online, so that information will be available on their website. Next week, they're planning another session that focuses on what to expect at evacuation shelters, how to prepare mobile homes as best as possible, and lining up contact information now for financial assistance if employment or businesses are disrupted for a prolonged period of time. In Apollo Beach, Eric Glasser, 10 Tampa Bay.
And just as we say, if you have a vehicle, you need to top off gasoline vehicle. With your EV, you should make sure that you have a full charge if you plan to use that to evacuate.
Yeah, and it's also a good idea to map out in advance the charging stations you may need along your evacuation route.